Hey guys, welcome back to Fishing with Caleb. I'm going to show you some baits that I really thought was going to work this summer. I talked about it last video about all the baits, but I didn't get to show y'all. But now I'm home, back at home, watch TV, took a shower, everything like that. So now I'm going to show you top water baits first, and I'll go down the list. Right here we have a buzz bait, and one of the weirdest buzz baits I ever looked, because there's a hook inside of a skirt. And when you throw a buzz bait, when you reel it, it sinks down the bottom. You reel it up, it goes up, and then the propeller starts spinning. Creates a disturbance, and the bass will come up and attack it. Happened a couple days ago. Like I said, that's why I got the 2-pounder on. This is really good if you throw it near structures, grassy areas, things that dip off, grass lines, around trees works really good, and around shade. And the next bait we have is a popper, a top water popper. I thought this was really cool. I threw it once, I did not catch anything on this one. It's light, so I wouldn't recommend you. I would actually put a little sink, like a 1/8 ounce sinker right there to give some weight and cast it out there. Then start popping it like a little popper. It's really cool. And same thing, throw it in your shaded areas, trees and stuff. That's gonna give you the most bass advantage in the mornings. If you throw top water mornings and afternoons, these are gonna work really good. Alright. Next bait we got is a bass popper. This is my favorite bass popper because I caught over 6 bass on this one. And my first bass is very exciting on top water. Just right at popping, the color on the bottom is just right. Looks like a bass kind of in its mouth, but I've used it so many times you can see all the lines in there. And it's pretty cool. And I got this in ordered it off somewhere. I didn't know what it was. I just keep this lure forever. This bass lure really works in the morning. Afternoon, sort of in the afternoon, but most in the morning. Next tall water bait we have is another popper. Another popper has a lot more noise to it. Has a little blurry tail to it. If y'all can see that on the camera, see all that? And it's a little baby bass. The bottom of it works. Have not caught a fish on this one. And then the next one is this is not a whopper plopper. Me and my cousin call it a whopper plopper. We don't know why. We just call it that. So for me and my cousin, it's whopper plopper. Everybody else, it's a propeller bait. This thing is very lightweight, so kind of get a 1 ounce sinker on it and cast it out there. Let that sink and just try to keep that propeller in the back spinning. I have not caught anything on that. And then one of the best poppers there are is the Rebel R. The lightweight popper works really good up clear and close. It's just right in a popping noise. I've not caught a fish on this one yet, but I'm going to. Then we got the Zara Spook walking bait. They get a lot bigger. I just got a small one to try it out. But when I go back bass, this kind of go back to the store and go buy some more. Except like a lot bigger, we can go out farther and kind of just walk it out there like a walking dog. So that's all my top water I have. So here's all the top water lures I have right there. Alright, so moving on. Square bill crankbaits. Let's see, I have a miniature square bill crankbait. And this is good for shallow. You can tell it's very, very shallow because it's very small, right? No, I've got a bite on this lure before. It's a really good lure too. And you got your deep diving crankbaits. Hold on just a second. If I can get this off. Okay. We got your deep diving crankbaits. They go up to at least about 10 feet of water. Now you can catch a lot of bass in this in an early midday or or kind of like. My time zone would probably be around 11 o'clock through 3. That's my question for the crankbait, because all the bass are going to be down at the bottom or under shade because this heat's so hot. Get something that rattles too, and something that these hooks cannot get off of. So these are my crankbaits, all the crankbaits I have. I had a lot more lures, but I lost them all. I don't know where. We got a little perch, a little bluegill sunfish, a little swim bait. Now these work really good. When you reel in, they move the tail like that. And I've got several bites. My biggest bass on here fell off, and that's my disappointment about it. The next bait we have it's a random lure I found. Probably not going to be interviewing this. It's not even a good lure. It just came with something. I don't know why. Okay. So now, moving on with a spinnerbait. Spinnerbaits were really good. And midday, afternoon, morning, they all work in that time because the shad is going to be moving across the water and all day long until nighttime. Now, this kind of represents a shad a little bit because it has the eye. I've used this one so many times, you can see it starts to rub off the paint. But with the ones with the gold leaf during the summertime with the gold leaf on the far left side is going to work really good. And with a silver blade on the right. And it's going to work really good with a sharp hook and really tie a strong knot. These spinnerbaits were going to work. Now, the next bait we have, as you know, the favorite, Gary Yamamoto Senkos, work really good with wacky rigging. I like to throw mine, I don't like to use sinkers on my Senkos, because sometimes it's kind of hard to tell between a bass and a grass. And sometimes it sinks too far down, you can get hung up real easy. So I use a weightless. So what I do is I wacky rig it and I just toss it and kind of sink it to the bottom a little bit. And kind of just twitch it a little bit, make it look like a worm. And yeah, it works really good. My cousin caught one on a Wellington Red Senko. I said, as a second catcher to catch one, he did. It was almost a pound. Now here we got the U-tail Scorpions. Now this is going to be good for bottom fishing. Bottom fishing is really good these days. With a ribbon tail, when you text rig it, I'll show you the hook. Okay, so like this type of worm is gonna be good for bottom fishing. Buffleheads. The bufflehead is good for the worm. See, it has a little circle hook with a big old 16-ounce weight that just drops. Well, not even that much, probably about an 8-ounce weight. That's actually pretty heavy. Watch, just drops. It's really good. Like I said, get something like a watermelon red color if it's sunny, but if it's kind of stark and cloudy, get something a little bit darker. Something a little bit lighter. Yeah, lighter, like a different color. Maybe like red or pink or orange, something like that. If it's like very bright in the day, the water's clear, throw something like green or white, some type of worm like that. Now, I already went over these. Alright. There's only going to be a couple more baits, and then I'll be done with this video. We got the trick worms. Now, my uncle rigs these worms like the wacky rig. I don't like to wacky rig these worms. So I can, these worms will be really good for the buffleheads. Now, if you just wacky rig, you kind of Texas rig it a little bit. You kind of just do that, and you just push it all the way up to that circle hook. Moms these days. Ma'am. Okay, well, like I was saying, get a little bufflehead and kind of Texas rig it like that, and you can use this as it's watermelon red. Kind of just reel it. Let it sink back to the bottom. I just reel it. Kind of gives it kind of the feeling of actual worm. So yeah, this thing really works. My friend Ty, in the last video, he caught a 7-pound bass on it and he lost it. Sucker was huge. And the last bait I have is some top water shad. And let's see. and some crawls. The crawls work really good on the jig. If there's a lot of weeds around, just toss it in there, kind of do that some. But you'll get a lot of things. And the last thing, the popping shad. Kind of get a Texas rig it, and it's hot water. You just pop it, bass will come out for it. Well, this is the end of the video. Hope you like my bass reviews on all these lures and things I have to say. Well, see you later in the next video. I'm probably gonna make one tomorrow. Before I go fishing, before I go swimming tomorrow with my cousin. Well, see you later. Bye.